You've probably felt it, right? Something feels different. 2025 isn't just shaping up to be another year of tech updates. It feels like a real, honest-to-goodness turning point. It's the moment when artificial intelligence stopped being some far-off concept and started becoming, well, everything.
And if you want to put a number on that feeling, here it is. By 2034, the global AI market is projected to be worth almost $3.6 trillion. That's not just growth. That's a whole new technological ecosystem exploding into existence.
So the main thing to understand is this. The revolution we've been talking about for years, it's not on the horizon anymore. It's here. It's happening all around us right now. And today, we're going to unpack the story of this great acceleration.
We'll kick things off with the massive economic forces in the AI gold rush. Then, we'll dig into the core technology that's driving it all, what's called the agentic shift. We'll see how AI is popping up everywhere, face the very real physical costs of all this progress, touch on the battle to regulate it, and finally, ask what it all means as we try to navigate this new world.
Okay, let's dive right in by looking at the incredible economic engine that's powering this entire movement. And make no mistake, this isn't just a tech trend. It's a full-on gold rush.
Just look at the numbers. In 2024, the global AI market was already worth over $600 billion. That's a lot. But by 2034, that number is expected to just skyrocket to nearly $3.7 trillion. We're talking about a compound annual growth rate of over 19%, and it's all being fueled by absolutely relentless investment from the world's biggest tech companies.
So who's leading the charge? Well, for now, North America is really dominating, holding about 36% of the market. And that makes sense with its concentration of tech giants and government initiatives. But the whole landscape is shifting. You've got to keep a close eye on the Asia-Pacific region. It's the fastest growing market out there, and it is closing the gap fast.
So what's the real engine behind this gold rush? It's not just about faster chips or bigger data sets. It's something much more fundamental. It's a change in how we actually interact with AI.
The key concept you need to know is agentic AI. This is the huge leap from an AI that just answers a question to an AI that can understand a complex goal, break it down into steps, use different tools, and then work on its own to get it done. Think of it as the difference between a simple calculator and a full-blown project manager. Now this slide really shows the evolution perfectly. The old way, right, was giving a chatbot a single prompt and getting a single answer back. The new way? It's about becoming a conductor. You're orchestrating an entire system of specialized AI agents and tools that all work together, that collaborate, to get a really complex job done.
And this shift is so profound, it's even changing how software gets made. There's this trend developers are calling vibe coding, and it just perfectly captures this idea. You're not just telling an AI to write a little piece of code. You're engineering the entire environment so a team of AI agents can build, debug, and even ship a whole feature for you.
And this whole new way of working is being supercharged by a new class of unbelievably powerful models. These new systems are state-of-the-art, and they excel at exactly the skills you need for this agentic work. Things like long-horizon reasoning, that's the ability to plan out complex projects, and tool calling, which is just reliably using other software to get things done. These are the models that make this kind of true orchestration possible.
Now, this massive technological leap isn't just happening in some research lab somewhere. It's being deployed right now across every single sector of our economy. It's basically becoming the new operating system for business itself.
Take healthcare, for example. AI is powering early diagnostics for things like diabetic retinopathy and cancer. It's assisting in robotic surgeries, and it's dramatically speeding up the search for new medicines. And in the world of finance, it's the backbone of fraud detection systems. It's predicting stock prices, and it's automating incredibly complex risk assessments.
And it just doesn't stop there. Retailers are using AI to optimize everything from grocery orders to sales forecasts. In Chicago, you can literally get your White Castle delivered by an AI-powered robot. And in this absolutely stunning breakthrough, researchers used AI to discover promising new battery materials, condensing what could have been years of research into just a few weeks.
But, and this is a big but, this incredible, world-changing progress comes at a price. A very real physical price that is forcing a major infrastructure reckoning.
So you have to ask, what is the true cost of running the world on AI? Well, the answers are already challenging our energy grids, our data centers, and even our cybersecurity.
And this quote from Deloitte just illustrates the core problem perfectly.
It points out that AI isn't some one-and-done process. It requires near-constant inference. That means the models are always running, always thinking, always working. This constant demand puts this immense strain on our physical infrastructure, driving up costs and forcing a total rethink of how we're going to power this revolution.
And we're seeing the consequences of this everywhere. The sheer demand for energy is so massive that big tech companies are now partnering with nuclear energy providers just to find a sustainable power source. The need for specialized data centers is exploding. And of course, there's a darker side. AI is also being used to create smarter, more adaptive cyber attacks, sparking a whole new kind of digital arms race.
Now, with technology this powerful, scaling this quickly, it's absolutely no surprise that the race to write the rules of the road is heating up dramatically.
In the United States, the federal government's position is pretty clear. A recent executive order called for creating a single national standard for AI regulation. The main goal is to avoid what it called 50 discordant state ones, basically to make sure American companies have the freedom to innovate without getting bogged down in red tape.
But here's the thing, that national standard doesn't actually exist yet. The reality on the ground is that over a dozen states have already started passing their own AI laws. And experts are warning that this is creating a really confusing patchwork of regulations that can be a total nightmare for businesses to navigate, potentially slowing down innovation right when this acceleration is hitting its peak. So all of this brings us to what is probably the most important question of all. How do we actually move forward? We are undeniably in a new era, and the challenges we're facing are more profound than ever before. And that really brings us to the core takeaway from all this. You see, for years, the driving question in AI was, can we build it? Can we make it smart enough? Well, we have the answer now. The technology is here. So the central question has shifted to something far, far more complex. How do we manage what we've built?
You know, it's the ultimate challenge of this great acceleration. We have successfully built autonomous agents that are capable of reasoning, planning, and acting all on their own. So the final question we really have to ask ourselves is, are we ready for an autonomous world?